I'm going to walk you through a function I'm in the middle of writing in order to get multiple choice. So first of all, let me just show you around this function. So if we look here, I've got a function called test get user choice, and it calls my function. You see it gives it a list with a number of different items in each case. And all my test function does right now is return a choice. It's not a great test function. We can improve that another time. If I go to the top of my code, there's the function get user choices, and we'll see right now get user choices just returns the first choice, or the 0th choice, which is not really what it's supposed to do. So I'll put a documentation string. Ask the user to choose one of choices, return user choice. So the function is supposed to get input from a user. For my test, to just have a working test, I just had it return something, and that lets the rest of the code work. If I come up here and evaluate the buffer, we'll take a look at what it does right now. Right now it doesn't do anything at all. I forgot to print the results, so print. We'll just print what it returns so I can see what's happening, because otherwise my test does nothing. There we go. So it returns blue or 1, and it doesn't ask me for anything because I forgot to write any code that would ask for anything. So let's come up here, get user choices. So the key function for getting user input is called raw input, and it brings a string back. So raw input, your choice. So let me show you how that works now. If I evaluate the buffer, it now says your choice, and I can type something, green, and it returns green. Your choice, blue, and it returns blue. So what I did there is I asked for raw input, and I stored the value in the variable answer, and then I returned the answer. That's pretty good. I forgot to display the choices, though. So what I might have wanted to do was say something like for choice and choices, print choice. All right, let's try that. So now it's going to print options. It's going to print each choice out, and it's going to ask the user for their choice. All right, blue, red, green, your choice. Blue. 1, 2, 7, 9, your choice. 9. That's pretty good. If we look at my definition, I'm supposed to always return a correct choice, and in this case, it doesn't actually check. So I can now add a check. I'm going to say, okay, let's make sure that the user isn't doing something like this, because watch, I could say Frisbee is my choice, and it will return Frisbee. I could say it will return. So those are not valid choices. We want the user to only choose the right thing. So now I'm going to say if answer not in choices, print is not a valid choice, else return answer. So let's try that. Yellow. Yellow is not a valid choice, and then it returns none. So that's pretty good, but we said that the function would return a choice, so we probably shouldn't return none. So instead of just returning none, I'm going to do something called, this is recursive design. I'm going to call myself again, and I'm going to return the value of that. So let's see what happens there. I'm evaluating the buffer. Here it goes. Blue, red, green, your choice. Yellow. Yellow is not a valid choice. Blue, red, green, your choice. Purple. Purple is not a valid choice. Blue, red, green, your choice. Green. Okay, green. 1, 2, 7, 9, 123. Not a valid choice. 9. There we go. So that is now a function with some error checking. So it prints the options out, asks for your choice, moves on. Now, this is not a great user interface, as you've noticed. One nice thing you can do is you can just add little raw input lines to basically ask the user to hit return. So I'll show you how this works now. It's going to say your options, and then you hit return, and then it shows you the options. Purple. Purple is not a valid choice. Now I hit return, it says here red. So actually that was, you might want to say hit return there. Go back. Blue, 1279. 13 is not a valid choice, hit return. Your options, 1279. Okay. So there you go. That's a basic function with some error checking built in. If you are trying to do something like this, I recommend maybe copying this code as a starting point and taking a look at what it does. Hope that's a help.